Hello, my dears. 'Tis me, and I have the sick. Kevin and the boys have all been sick over the past few weeks, basically passing it off to the next one, passing it off to the other, and finally it's been passed off to me, and being sick makes me crooked. Oh, does it make me crooked? Not into it. So I've got sinus stuff going on and sore throat stuff going on. I've taken stuff for it, and it's not that bad as of yet. You look sturdy. I don't know if that's any better. I actually think it might be a lot better. Apologies. It's my phone that I'm using to record myself on, so it gets used and it gets smeared, I guess. It feels like crap. So if it gets worse, there may not be as many vlogs over the next little while as normal. Maybe there will be, I don't know. But just heads up, if I appear to disappear, it's because I just feel lousy. So I finished that first set of for sale bookends, and I may just give them to someone. There's and sort of I guess he's secondhand bookstore guy who usually does the farmers market here, but he now has I think a space in someone's shop where he is selling books. I kind of thought maybe if I gave him a set, he could just use it to display his books, some of his books, and just sort of have them out there, not so he can sell them necessarily, but so people can maybe go, oh, and look at your bookends, aren't they lovely? And he can go, they are. Here's a card by the person who made them if you'd like to get them for yourself. That's my thought. We'll see if it happens. I have more bookends to do. I think I might want to make a bookshop, but like a secondhand bookshop, or like a like Black Books. Is it Black Books or is it Black's Books? I think it's Black Books. The show, an old BBC show with what's his name? Dylan something or another. And Bill Bailey. Anyways, but just like a cluttered, chaotic little bookshop. Two halves. Same idea. I think like the ones that I've done, the rooms, like the room that I did that doesn't have a stand on it, that I still have to figure out how to make it a workable bookend. They are, in my mind, they are one room, really, and they're sisters. They're one room, they're sister rooms. Maybe it's a room that's shared by two people who have their own space within the room, or I think it's two people who live in these rooms, and they both kind of have their own area of the room where they sit and they read. I generally think it's probably couples, or maybe like older siblings that live together, or friends, and they are probably grumpy, and they sit in the corner of the room and read with their pet, and that's who lives there in those rooms. So I think the idea of a bookstore, would be one person that takes up both these spaces. So they all have stories behind them to a degree. They all generally have someone I have someone in my head that exists in the space when I'm making them. And it may not be a complete picture of a person, but just, you know, because it's a bookstore, I would like to make lots of little books that are look-atable. And not all of them have to be. Like, I'll probably do the shelves the same way I've been doing these other ones, but I don't want to use foam core for these ones because I like different widths of books, and the foam core is just the same width. Like, it works fine. It creates the illusion. It creates the story, but these I want a little different, I think. So I have been downloading some book cover templates. So here's this one, and that's the one you saw me working on in the last video, if you watched the last video. These are by Maria's Minis, and they're copywritten. And I don't really like the idea of taking another artist's work, or craft person, or whoever. I don't like the idea of taking someone's work and using it in something that I may sell. That just doesn't feel right to me. But I wanted to get a feel for these little books and how they work, these little book covers and how they'll work. I think I'll have to design my own. Or purchase some from someone that then is okay. I have permission to reuse, to sell. Anyway, we'll see what happens there. I might just get someone to design them for me in exchange for money or a dollhouse or bookend. Excuse me. Anyway, these are the little books that I've made yesterday. So I made one that was stitched. And I used the pages of the Fluvog catalog in there because I wanted really pretty, interesting pages in my little book. So that's the sewn one. But I don't really like the ones that are sewn because they always just sort of push open to the center page. And I put weights on them and stuff, or make them a bit damp, but it doesn't really work. Then I did one where I just glued the spine of each page, so the crease of each double page, and glued them together that way. Yeah, so this one is, it's the oven heating up. This one is I glued just along the spines, so what I'd done was have made double pages, right? Fold them, put the glue on the spine, and just glued them together that way. That sort of works. That might even be the quickest way to do it. So that may be how I continue. But I've been doing some looking into it as well, and there's some different ideas. If I could get some old, just like 2 old romance novels, not even 2, 1 would probably work, and I could cut the spine into sections and then use the book covers to sandwich around the spine of a book, and then cut the pages of the book. Oh, cattle! You're saved. Okay, I'm back. I've had some coffee. I'm having some coffee. I also had a snack. I apologize for my sniffing and my hacking if I'm at it, because I can't control it. So I was talking about books that an idea for how to make books that I really like. And I said, what? Something about if you got like even just one old romance novel. So let's use this for an example. if this was like a book with like sort of glue binding at the back. You would cut down the spine this way, creating smaller sections of the book. And then, let's say that this is a little cover of a book. What you would do then is glue along the spine all the way down books like that, all the way along the spine. And then afterwards you cut them out. So you have to make them small enough that you're able to cut them, basically. But I really like that idea. So I have to get a secondhand romance book and chop it up and try that. Because I would like for some of the books in this bookshop to be, you'd be able to look at them and for them to actually have something in them. You know, like with the Fluevog book or catalog, I thought it would be fun. Can I do this? Where is it? Have I destroyed the thing so much that I cannot? Bear with. So imagine you have a book and you open it up, little tiny book, but each page is a shoe. I think that would be delightful. So that's why, and the Fluevog catalogs are always colorful and have good artwork in them, and you know, that's just anywhere in that picture there's lots of details that are pretty. So I was thinking that's how I would like to make some little books. Yeah, I think I need to find someone to design book covers for me. I thought maybe I would scan book covers that we have and shrink them down, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to get much work done here today. I might just rest, but I wanted to put something together to get up online because it makes me feel like I've done something productive and I've thought about what I'm doing, and I don't know, I like the connection that I have with people who are watching my videos. I'm enjoying that connection, you know, whether you comment or not, or you like or not, just seeing, you know, 8 people watching one of my videos is delightful. So thank you for doing that. You know, we all want to feel like we're doing something special or important. So you're, when you watch, you make me feel special. Okay. Normally I would say, this is where I would say I'll set up and you can watch me. I'm not setting nothing up. You don't have to watch me anymore. Go on about your day. I hope it's a lovely one.